Hello, 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 everyone. How you doing tonight? Texas Brad, how you doing? Good evening, PG, Moss, Chat, Summers Army. Much love to you, girl. I love those purple hearts. God bless. Texas Brad is number one in here tonight. There you go, girl. All right, and Leah, she is number two. Hi, looking forward to this conversation. Amen. Amen. Leah's number two. God bless. And Robin, she says, hi, Mama PT in chat. Yeah, I hope all my children are being good. I hope you all are being good. Um, she is number three. One, two, three. Texas Brat, Leah, and Robin. God bless. And Christy, you are number four. Hey, PG in chat, hugs. God bless. Hey, God bless all of you. God bless all of you. In the name of Jesus, amen. Absolutely. We could definitely use some good in our lives, right? Everything going on out here in the world, we could definitely use some good in our lives. Hey, M, how you doing tonight? How you doing? Tammy, Beth Ann, how you doing, sweetie? Teresa, how you doing? Red, how you doing tonight, hon? Suzanne, uh, zip the lips. Hey, PG, pink waving. Hey to you, how you doing tonight? How you doing? We got Pam Patrol in here. Says hi, Mama PG. Finally catching you live. Amen. Amen. Justice for all. Says hey. Yeah. How you doing tonight, Justice? How you doing, sweetie? I seen Big Chicken on the farm sitting over there cackling, right? I seen her over there cackling. I'm like, okay. YouTube straight is the devil. I tell you, it's the devil. Right? Okay. Sounds a little bit like the Water Boy's mama, huh? To me. I don't know. But just saying. Right? You guys excuse PD tonight. I maybe I'm just tired. Or ate one too many brownies, right? How you doing, Brenda? How you doing, sweetie? Oh shoot. Yeah, everything's the devil, right? Everything's the devil. How you doing, Amanda? Cool, cool change. Cool change. How you doing tonight, honey? All right. How you doing, CJ? And Curse with Curiosity. Free Falling. I like that song. Free Falling. Right? That's a good song. Oh shit. All right. I think I'm making it to the bottom. How you doing, Holly? Lady Q, how you doing, sweetie? How you doing tonight? I just wanted to make sure everybody's doing good tonight. I ain't trying to leave nobody out. Butterfly kisses. Hey, Lady Banjo, how you doing tonight? All right. I think I finally got to the end here. Um, and then there's 867. How you doing, sweetie? I hope you're doing good. All right, Texas Brat. I heard that. I appreciate. Take care of yourself. Take care of you. Do you, girl. Hey, Gracie, how you doing? How you doing, hon? How you doing tonight? All right. Um. Hey, I hope you're doing well too, sweetie. Listen. Yeah. I want to get right into this one because there is a lot of talk about the cousin that has came out supposedly, declaring, Candus and Dawn supposedly being innocent. As I always say, bullshit, right? Bullshit. So we're gonna step we're gonna step right into this one. Right, we're gonna step right into this one, and we're gonna make sure that we got our little booties over our shoes because this is gonna be a whole lot of BS tonight. Um, mm-hmm. It is. It absolutely is. Yeah, exactly. And why does Candace cousin want to come out here? You know, like 2 years later, right? Why you want to step out 2 years later? That's kind of late, right? Man, you done like missed everything. You done missed your wedding, right? You can't be 2 years fucking late. I know people get mad if you're like, people get pissed off if you're like 2 minutes, right? 2 years? Okay. Okay, you are super slow, but I understand that. You're Candace's family, right? Maybe I am mean. I don't know. I'm going to have to check myself and see if I'm mean or not. Um, Hey, there you go, sundown. I appreciate that. I appreciate the super. I appreciate that super chat right there. Absolutely. God bless. God bless. I appreciate your support for Summer's channel. Absolutely. Um, I'm gonna play you. I'm gonna play you something new tonight. We're gonna watch the Chillbilly, right? You go get down, turn around, go to town, boot scoop boogie. All right. There you go, y'all. Let's watch that again. Watch him get down, go to town. You gonna get down, turn around, go to town, boot scoop boogie. There you go. How you guys like that? Hey, hey, Pillbilly. Hey, Pillbilly. You are supporting our channel now. All right. You're supporting our channel now. You sell PG's t-shirts. And we're going to play you dancing. You are definitely doing the get down, turn around, go to town, boot scoot, boogie. All right. Oh, shoot. I love it. I love it. Oh, wow. Another super sticker. I appreciate that, Palm Patrol. Absolutely. God bless. God bless. You know what? We're going to give you some get down, go to town, boot scoot, book. Yeah, there you go. You have to watch Chillbilly get down with it. Come on, Chillbilly. Tell Chillbilly, shake it there. Shake it. Shake it, buddy. Hey, what can I say? He's no chipping down, but we gotta use what we got, right? We gotta use what we got, folks. Or I can give you this one. I can give you this one. Move it, move it, move it. Move it, move it, move it. Right? Come on, Granny. Move it, move it, move it. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I appreciate the support. God bless. God bless. Yeah. We got them. We got them supporting. We got them supporting Summer's channel now, right? Whether they like it or not. Whether they like it or not. Cracks me up. Gotta get that brownie recipe. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway. He doing the boot scoot boogie. Right? That was hilarious. Okay. But anyhow, yeah. So the cousin is definitely, the cousin is definitely, well, I don't, be honest with you, I don't even think it's a cousin. I mean, could be. Like I said, damn, she showed up. She showed up like 2 years later, right? And we know that Candus's family is what? Turtle, turtle, turtle. They slow, right? They slow getting to the party. She definitely slow getting to the party, right? She was like caught up like, thank you for keeping Summer's name out there, but we totally just don't agree with you. I bet you don't. I bet you don't. Lady, it took us all the way till now to get the focus where it needs to be. I'll be damned you pop out and try to take it away. All right? She got to go back. Somebody pick that turtle up and turn it back around. Right? She needs to crawl to the beginning of all of this and start over. And this time she needs to open her eyes and ears and stick her head out of that shell, right? And listen. Listen to what's going on, lady. Because right now you don't know shit. Hey, girl, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. She says, hey, Prayer Garden and everyone, just listening, doing some housework. Guys out fishing so I can get some stuff done. Hey, girl, absolutely. I understand. I totally understand. Man, you could get so much done. You could get more done in an hour with everybody out of your way than you can get done. Sometimes it feels like in a week with them all around, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. But hey, I'm jealous. God bless. God bless. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's beautiful sometimes when you just, my sister, sometimes my sister pick up the kids, right? Take them out, McDonald's, take them somewhere. I know how beautiful it is to be able to just fly around, right? Get everything done that needs to be getting done. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, hey, take full advantage of them being gone. Right? Take full advantage. Anyway, I want to get right to the point with all of this. This cousin coming out and saying that, hey, I thank all of you guys for being here and supporting this channel for little Summer. I really do. I really do. God knows my heart, and he knows how thankful I am that he put this channel together for little Summer so we could all come together and support her. We are her voice, not just PG, all of us. All of us. So I definitely want you to know how much I appreciate all of you as well. You guys are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. No one could ask for a better family than we have here on this channel. Absolutely not. Beautiful here. Amen. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mama PG, Mama PG don't ask anything of of my children over here, except that they stay on that righteous path, right? That righteous path. Stay on the righteous path. God goes before us. Jesus goes with us. The angels watch over us. Stay on the right path. Keep praying for one another. Pray for this baby, you know, and I'm sure every one of our lives will be blessed. Absolutely. We'll all be blessed. I'm one of them mamas say, do as I say, not as I do. Right? Do as I say, not as I do. Let me get in trouble all by myself. I do a good job too. I do a good job at it. Trust me. I'm like a pro. I'm like a pro at getting in trouble, right? We definitely know how to piss people off. And hell, most of the time we're not even trying. We're not even trying. Go figure. What if we really tried? What could we do, right? I figure, what could I accomplish if I actually did try? to piss old farm lady off, right? It cracks me up. Hold on, y'all. I don't want you to hear me snap a pop in your ear. I snapped one before I came on, but somehow I dropped the cigarette ash in it, so I ain't drinking that. All right, that's gotta be poured out. That's got to be poured out after my live. Had to get a new pump. So, Marlena Crawford is supposed to be the culprit in all of this. That's really funny. That's really funny. Let's listen to Daisy's, or not Daisy. Wow, she must have me on her mind. I promise you she does. My mama always said, if you say somebody's name and you wasn't even thinking, they got you on their mind. Daisy, get me off your mind, hon. Quit letting me run around in your head rent free. All right? And I sure in the hell ain't going to pay you to do it. But I don't want to do it rent free either. For sure. Anyway. The cousin to Candus, Mrs. Cuz. We'll just call her Miss Cuz, right? Miss Cuz has been out here. So we're going to listen to Miss Cuz.
Hi. Hey, I was just calling to tell you, I've never watched your show before. Thank you for keeping Summer's name out there. But we don't agree with anything you guys are saying.
How rude. We don't agree with anything y'all are saying. Hey, Cuz, ask us if we care. Right? Ask us if we care. I can tell you we don't. We absolutely don't.
As far as Summer goes, this is not the first time Candus has had a kid go missing. Her older daughter, Candy, went missing in foster care, and we put flyers out then, and then Summer came missing. But we, honest to God, don't believe that they're responsible for this. We think it's a mistaken identity, that the people they were hanging out with were actually the targets and not the Wells and not Summer. And everything people are saying is driving us nuts, because this has nothing to do with Summer. And it had nothing to do with it. And before that, our cousin Rose went missing, and then Candace's older daughter went missing.
Okay,
and then
wait.
If you ask me, I think she is a nut. Right? I think she is the nut. Right? a whole lot of nuts in that family. That is one tree you don't want to start shaking on. That's for sure.
Keep saying we. Are you kin to the Wells?
I am.
Okay, who are you first? We know who we're talking to.
I'm her cousin. So we've had people go missing before on that side of the family where we've gone up in arms looking for children, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden Summer goes missing. We're like, what the hell is going on over here? You got 2 kids missing from the same mom. But the word on the street.
Candace like, what? Right? Candace like, what? Bitch, you need to keep your mouth shut. That's what Candace be thinking. She'd be like, you need to keep your mouth shut. I don't even know who the fuck you are. What you talk about my cousin? Right? Look at Candace's face. He's like, what? you don't know nothing.
We still have kin there. The word on the street, this Summer was not the intended target there. This has nothing to do with them. Look up a dude named Spider. Okay. He was arrested at 2 o'clock in the morning the day Summer went missing. Okay. And he was in a drug deal. Okay. He was arrested a few miles down from their house, right in Rogersville, Tennessee. He was meeting 3 people from Virginia. They were coming out. Okay. And somebody called in an anonymous tip, and he was busted. It wasn't the Wells that called them in, but the people they were hanging out with called them in. You can look this up. His name's Steven, and he goes by Spider. June 15th. You look this up. I'm telling you the truth. An anonymous tip called in. Spider had drugs on him. They busted him that morning. They were pissed off because it was intercepted. Okay. And it came back to 110 Ben Hill Road.
No. Absolutely not. The bust actually happened in July, lady. It happened in July, right? And and there wasn't no anonymous tips or whatever. It happened to just be a sting operation. Law enforcement had been poking around, watching, looking, so forth, so on. Some suspicion arised with law enforcement, and that is what went down. Actually, to my knowledge, Hawkins County has been coming down hard on all. They've been doing a lot of drug bust. A lot. They've been doing a lot of surveillance. They have inside law enforcement that actually makes friends with people like this, and that's how they learn what's inside of of these certain places. And then what happens is the informant goes back, which is law, right? It is law. It's not somebody telling on somebody. It's that they actually, an idiot took law with them and somehow got law involved with the people. And this happens. That's why that's why most dealers say, if you come to my home, you come alone. Don't bring anybody. Don't be bringing no damn new people with you. They don't take kindly to that, right? They don't want you bringing people around. Don't do it. I don't care how cool you think they are. I don't care nothing about them. Don't bring them, right? That's just rule, but a lot of idiots do. And there's so many different ways of catching people like this. It's unbelievable. But law enforcement has been coming down super hard on the drugs in Hopkins County, and I'll tell you why. Because drugs bring in a lot of money. a lot of money, right? Where there's big time drugs, there's big time cash flow. They don't want your they don't want your um they don't want the shit they have to burn. They don't want your drugs. They want that green, right? They want that money. They want to sell your home. They want to sell all your vehicles. They want to say everything you owned was bought with this type of money so that, so that they could profit by it. You know? That's exactly what law enforcement does. So, and they've been coming down super hard because, that's one of their biggest ways to get rich themselves. Right? So it just is what it is. It's all about the money. Everything's about the money today. Right? And it's sad, but it's true. It's sad, but it's true. And it is what it is. But she doesn't know what she's talking about. She has no freaking idea what she's talking about. She's 3 sheets in the wind. And I'm sorry to say, she just kept on selling. So I don't know where the hell she's at now. Right? But there's absolutely no truth to what this lady's saying. Summer was supposedly disappeared. I don't think Summer was abducted at all. Summer came up missing June 15, 2021. This stuff didn't even go down until July. And even the guy that she's talking about, she's trying to say Ricky. That Ricky is passed away. No, I'm sorry. And that's what I don't like. That's what I really don't like. Ricky Crawford. Ricky and Marlena Crawford's dad, which is also named Ricky, passed away in 2022 at the age of 63 years old. He passed away. That is senior, passed away. That was the dad. He was a really nice guy from what I understand. Don Wells lied on this man something fierce. This was a God-fearing man, and he was a good person from my understanding. So, Don Wells wants to paint everything in a, he wants to paint everything in a dark light, right? For his own agenda. And that's just, it's not the way it is. He has lied on so many people. It's unforgivable, almost unforgivable, right? But they lost their dad in 2022, and but the man that she's, was talking about, they found in the water, that was on June the 22nd, 2021, and his name was Earl. He was a tailor. And he was 36, and there was no evidence of foul play from my understandings. No evidence of foul play. If you have any information, they'd like for you to call in on that. But as far as the findings, there was no signs of any foul play. So, with that being said, cuz you need to stop it. You need to stop it. You need to get your facts straight. You need to quit thinking you can come out here like you do in your little neighborhood with people that, are as uneducated as you. They're not going to research anything, right? Because they're too busy doing them. And you can get away with lying to people like that. The little group around you that really doesn't care. But when you come out here in a giant group of people that do give a fuck for what's going on in this case, you ain't going to get away with that, right? You're not going to get away with it. When you come out here where people do care about Summer Moon Utah Wells, and they do care about, you know, getting justice for this little girl, everything you say is going to be researched. Everything you say is going to be gone over with a fine-tooth comb. We are going to make sure that we get it off the table as fast as you try to put that kind of bullshit on the table. There's no truth to anything that this woman came out here saying. Absolutely not. You know, she tried to say that, tried to say that this is all Marlena's fault and everything, but Summer came up missing off of this property, and as you can see right there's a dog. Right there's Granny's camper. Granny was outside the whole time. Bullshit. I call bullshit on all of that. Earl died. Yes, he absolutely did.
But it was not the Wells who called it in. It was the Crawfords. And all of a sudden, Ricky gets killed the next day. I'm telling you.
No, Ricky didn't get killed the next day. Ricky is in jail. Ricky got busted. Ricky Jr., Ricky Sr., the dad, passed away in 2022. Actually, let me see here. Actually, he passed away March of 2022. So, and Ricky Jr., which is his son, the one she's trying to tell you, got killed the next day. I know, hun. Absolutely not. Ricky Jr. was just busted April the 13th of 2023. He was just busted April of 2023 on charges of, substance, of substance and other things. It had nothing to do with any children or anything. It just has to do with what bad boys like him do, right? It's just had everything to do with what bad boys like him do, like the song, bad boys, what you gonna do, right? What you gonna do when they come for you? They're just bad boys. Like, like the boys in your hood, like the boys in all of our hoods, right? Just bad boys. That's it. We all know what they're up to. We all know what they do, but they ain't kidnapping children, right? They're not kidnapping nobody's kids, or doing anything to any kids. That's insane. That is insane. So, and something else hit my mind. Something else hit my mind as well. I took note that Don Wells always wants to accuse these people, like, take for instance, Wayne Morlock, right? Don was saying, came up on our panel, and he said a whole lot of ugly things about Wayne Morlock, right? That Wayne, he said that Wayne, was trying to do things to this person and all of these bad stuff about Wayne, when Wayne done none of that. Wayne done none of that. He just, is two buddies that had too much to drink and went at it, and it just went the way it went. This happens all the time, right? It happens all the time. When people, inside of bars and outside of bars, it happens. So it was just one of those, things, right? But Don wanted to paint that into something really ugly and something, sexual, something, mentally disturbing. And I have took note that Don Wells loves to accuse everyone else of wanting to, you know, sexually abuse people, children, women, other men, everything else. I'm going to tell you now, that tells us more about Don Wells. How, Don Wells is telling you a lot more about himself when he talks that way than he is telling you about any of these people he is trying to accuse of that kind of stuff. This is the stuff that's in his mind. These are the things that he focuses on, that he thinks about, and possibly he does. Just saying. Just saying. When people like this talk, most of the time they're talking more about them. You're learning a lot more about them than you are the person they're talking about. Because if you go research the person they're talking about, it's nothing like they were trying to say. And when all of that kind of stuff's locked up in their mind, it tells me, you're sick, right? You are a sick human being. So, let us not forget, forget that when it comes to the Wells and their mouths.
Ricky's Marlena's brother.
Marlena is the one that's living in the homeless camp or whatever, right?
I don't know where the fuck the bitch is now. I'd like to know, but I don't know. Because she wouldn't be there. No. She's all, it comes down to the Crawfords. I'm telling you right now, listen to me. The Crawfords were the intended target. It was not the Wells. People that did it are in Rowan Mountain, Tennessee. And we turned this into the TBI, and nobody's listening to us. He puts on his Facebook, keeping stock and children, and he's all into this Joshua eyes called the eyes.
Even grandma's like, what? What are you talking about? Absolutely. Marlena Crawford's little girl had long blonde hair. Marlena Crawford's little girl looked nothing like Summer. Summer, let us remember, Summer had no hair at all. Matter of fact, if we remember right, Dudley told you he had to stare at her to see, to see if she's a boy or a girl. He couldn't figure out. She looks like a girl, but why is all of her hair cut off if she's a girl? Maybe it's a boy. I mean, they totally had this guy confused. And then Candus had the audacity to say, I don't like the way he was looking at my daughter, Summer. Candus, when you cut all of your child's hair off and make it look like that, and all the boys have hair, but this one child is sitting around bald-headed, and you're not for sure if it's a boy or a girl, you're not for sure why it's bald-headed, you're going to stare at it, hon. You're going to stare at a child. Every last one of us are guilty. Every last one of us are guilty for looking at a child and trying to figure something out. Right? Every last one of us. Every last one of us are guilty of that. Now, whether it's trying to see if the child, has, like a scrape, or is that a real bruise on his face, right? I mean, we see a kid that's got a mark, we start staring at it, trying to figure out, hey, could this be from a fall, or does that look more like, where someone's, a pretty good punch mark? We have, seen children where We thought, we thought that we see something on their side of their leg or their shoulder or somewhere, and so you stare and you see that it's maybe a birthmark and not a big bruise or something. Every last one of us have looked at a child, and we probably look weird because we spotted something that didn't look right. We spotted something that just did not look right. That's what I'm saying. And Dudley looked at that child, and by God, he was spotting something that did not look right, right? A 5-year-old little girl, cut bald, and all of her brothers had hair. That is what he was spotting, right? There you go. There you go. He wasn't looking at that little girl the way Candus, and Candus knew that too. And Candus didn't like the way he was looking at her because he knew the way he was looking at Candus for doing what she did, if that was a little girl. Why the hell did you shave its head? You freak, right? What kind of damn mother are you? Can't tell me it's lice. Everybody else has got hair. She don't. She doesn't. So you can't tell me it's lice. There's got to be another reason. Another reason to what you've done. So, but they wanted to try to paint Dudley into some type of predator, right? They wanted to paint him into looking like some type of predator. Exactly what they were, not Dudley. There you go. And, they're trying to paint Marlena's family into the same light. And Wayne Morlock as well, right? And Wayne Morlock and Fred Hill and Jody Sue and Andy and their son. I mean, they try to paint all of these people, the Light brothers. I mean, come on, there's nobody in the community these fucks ain't tried to throw under the bus. They would have tried the old man next door, but he had cancer. He had cancer. So they couldn't throw him under the bus, right? They couldn't throw him under the bus because somebody as sick as him just couldn't do something like that. But they'd have led you to believe he did, had he been well, right? Yeah, David. They threw, the flute player. Absolutely. They threw the flute player under the bus. And some guy that just comes up there, on robbing the church's behalf to try to, to be a nice, kind human and help him out because this is what the church asked him to do. And Don throws him under the bus as well, right? Actually, Don was throwing, I remember when he was throwing Tim Mullins under the bus. I remember when Tim first came up there and they were hiding in the house and said that the old guy's a weirdo and that he's out there walking around on their property and he's been, stalking them and going places where he knew Candus would be just it just seemed weird and they didn't know if he did something or or not. He was really a weirdo, and I have to agree with that. He is a weirdo. He is a weirdo. Now, I could put some suspicion on him. I could put some suspicion on that guy. I really could. That Mullins is really a strange bird, right? He's definitely a strange bird. And I could absolutely, put some focus on him. But there's other things about this Tim Mullins also. And some reason I think for some reason I think Don and Candace Wells knew this guy before Summer ever came up missing. I also, and also we got to think about, he went to take Don. He took Don. He picks Don up instead of Candace taking Donald to jail, right? Instead of Candace taking her husband and dropping him off and picking him up when he gets out of jail in 8 months. Tim Mullins goes and drops Donald off, right? Candace has no problem driving, but Tim Mullins drops Donald off, and not only drops him off, but also protects his phone for him, right? As much as going and downloading everything that's on it onto another device so that if anything happened, Don didn't lose anything in his phone, right? You tell me. And then Benny wants to turn it over to law enforcement, and Tim Mullins cuts ties with Benny, right? I know, but I don't think we're going to be doing that. And cuts ties with Benny. And as soon as Don's out, Tim Mullins is right back with them, right? Now, I can say one thing. Tim Mullins does have money, right? He has money. So, with that being said, is it a possibility? Is it a possibility it is a possibility. Did Tim Mullins offer to make an exchange with the Wells? I don't know. Could Tim Mullins be into some dark web shit? I don't know. He is a freak. He is a freak. It's just my opinion. I'm entitled to that. And I seriously think he's a freak. But I think whoever took Summer, the Wells know, because if someone took her, they gave her to him. If someone took Summer, the Wells were there to give Summer to whoever took her. That's my opinion. And I'm going to keep it. Right? I'm going to keep it. Whatever happened to this baby, I truly believe they know.
House. He said we steal their kids and homeschool them, and this guy's freaking nuts out of his mind on drugs because he's a drug dealer.
Well, people are saying Ricky Crawford is still alive, but I 100% believe the Crawfords are involved.
He's dead. He got drowned. Nope, he's not. He's dead. Nope, they killed him. He's dead. He's killed.
So
I'm telling you right now, that man's dead.
So you're saying they done went and got Summer because of this?
I know. Ricky Crawford Jr., Ricky Crawford Sr., yes. He passed away in 2022. 63 years old. Yes, he passed away. He was not murdered or anything. He died natural causes. He died. He was sick and he died of natural causes. Now, Ricky Jr., as I said, went to jail. He got busted. He got busted along with some other people. April 13th, 2023. Ricky Jr. is not passed away. He is in jail. The person she's talking about was, she said they found in the water. No, that was Earl Taylor. So she don't know what she's talking about. Somebody put this woman up to this, and she got all of her information ass fucking backwards. She did not have any clue what she was talking about, but she was trying to do the best she could with, what she had, right? She was trying to do the best she could with what she had, and it just didn't work, right? It just didn't work because people out here do their homework. We do our homework out here in the YouTube world. We make sure we go and we fact check everything. We absolutely fact check everything. Hey, we got a new YouTube member. Yes, absolutely. God bless. Hey, I appreciate you supporting Summer's channel, hon. I really do. God bless. But yes. Yeah, yeah, it does take a real dumbass to do what she did. That's true. You got the DA in law enforcement, and then you got the DA on the street. Dumbasses. Right? There you go. That's a good one. That's a good one, girl. I like that. I absolutely like that one. That was that was a good one there. Second to none. I like that. that was super good. Absolutely. Homegirl got paid probably. Yeah, I'm sure she did. I'm sure she did, sweetie. Absolutely. She got some goody good, obviously, for that little stunt she pulled, right? They sent her up on over there, and then I guess nobody's seen her again, right? Nobody's seen her again when she found out that YouTube ain't her little world, her little lion ass world around her, right? These some serious people out here, absolutely serious. We don't play. You come out here, you better fact check your facts. Right? She needed to fact check her facts because she had the dates all screwed up. She had them dates all screwed up. The guy that ended up in the water, he ended up there in June 2022 or 2021, but June the 22nd. June 22nd, 2021. He ended up in the water. July is when the bus came down. It was either on the 15th or 16th of July is when the bus went down. Or maybe a little sooner in July, but it absolutely was positively in July. And Steve Spider, his first name's Steve. They call him Spider. So what if he homeschools his kids? So what if he, talks about, coding in prison and stuff? I mean, this is what people who have criminal minds do. And this is the things they talk about, right? Now, I didn't see that she's talking about his Facebook, and him saying stuff. I think if he's got kids he's homeschooling, he ain't talking about taking or getting anybody else's kids. That's insane. But, this woman was making a lot of stuff up. She was getting into a lot of exaggeration, and she wasn't showing no receipts. No receipts whatsoever. Right? None. Zilch. So, it is what it is. It is what it is, but we're going to go ahead and finish listening to her lies.
This drug he got ratted on for snitching.
It wasn't them, though.
Yeah, but it was
It wasn't-
mistaken. They came there thinking it was the Crawfords, and they ended up getting Summers. What you're saying?
Honest to God, that's what we believe. And the only way it makes sense, if you listen to me, is her timeline is a lie. That's a big fat lie. But the Wells, I'm telling you, Donnie and Candus are innocent as can be. They didn't do it. This is like, if you look at their timeline, her timeline doesn't make sense because it's not.
Do they look like they didn't do it? Do they look like they didn't do it? Look at this. Where's the kids? Where is your kids, Donald? Candace, where are your children at? Where's your children? You're feeding your faces inside a restaurant. Where's your children at to have some of that food? Oh, I forgot. They got dollar store pizzas and left at home, right? Yeah, dollar store pizzas. They they had grandma cook something that they all looked very disappointed in, happened to eat, right? I remember seeing the plates. Look at this. Does that look innocent to you? Absolutely not. That don't look like no innocent head to me.
And Grandma,
Just
we
saying.
call her Brandis or whatever the fuck you want. We call her Candy. Candy was there.
Oh, there's
And
Candy.
she was sleeping. And the boys were supposed to be in charge of the home. And Candace left.
Where did
She
Candace
left.
go?
This is a super. This is like a super weird, out of the norm grandma, right? This is a super weird, out of the norm grandma. I mean, this old lady right here is really, she is a strange cookie too, right? She's a strange old bat. I mean, she lives in an RV that ain't even got a bathroom, right? She, I mean, I thought grandmas are supposed to, have a house where you go visit and, they're baking cookies or pies and cakes, they give you a plate to take home with you, a couple while you're there with a big glass of milk. I thought, grandmas were sweet, kind, little old ladies that, you know, that actually loved their grandkids, watched over their grandkids, took care of their grandkids. Not some weird old lady like this, that's she is definitely a strange cookie, right? She's definitely a strange one. I mean, this old fart's all about her and no one else as well.
Cuz.
Well, you want to know the truth? She went to take Hunter home. She was taking Hunter home. She was there with Hunter, and she wasn't supposed to be there with Hunter. So what happened is she was taking Hunter home, and so her timeline is screwed up. And when she says she don't want to talk about it because, I already told the TVA, everybody knows if I tell it, this was the perpetrator. Fuck that. No, she don't want to tell the truth.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if Candace is completely innocent, like you're saying, then why all the fuck shit? Why all the
Well, let me
lying?
tell you why. But it's going to come out now. Let me tell you why. It's about ready to come out. Let me tell you why. Because she was afraid to lose her voice. But now
Allie's like, oh yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead, girl. You go ahead. You do it. You do what you need to be doing. You tell us why. Because I know my son was dropped off at 2:30. I know my son asked before he left with Candace. I know that Candace texted my son first, and my son called her back. I know my son told her she could come over here and sit that ass in my house when I really didn't want her to. But because I was in bed and didn't have to see her or look at her, I didn't really care for, Summer's sake and the kids' sake. So I let her come on over here. And my son wanted to run around with her, right? My son wanted to go out. He's a big boy. He wanted to go with them. And I said, why not? Let him go. You know, why house him up? And at 2:30, he popped back home, gets out of the vehicle, goes up in the house, right? And that's the last they seen of Grandis, Candus, and Summer. Candus left again that day, all right. Now, I don't know for how long. Like Jody Sue said, you know, that vehicle came flying back in there, right? That Suburban was doing 90 up that hill and around the corner about 5:30. So yeah, she did go somewhere. And yes, who knows if it was for, if it was for an hour and a half. I mean, they got home at 3:30. She got back hitting that driveway at 5:30. So, nobody really knows when she was going off of it. I mean, she could have went back off of it as soon as she got on it. Right? Don did make a phone call to her. Don Wells did say that Summer was changed in the back of the Suburban by Candus. Candus could have went and met Donnie and somebody else somewhere. And she did, and Don said to Candus, change Summer in the back of the Suburban. And that's probably true because we seen the jacket that Summer supposedly had been wearing, right? Hiding in a box, along with the sundress, along with the other items that she had on that day. And none of these items was given to the search dogs to find this little girl. So you know what? I guess Candus knew if she gave that search dog an item of Summer's, it would have probably went straight over to where the Suburban was parked. Because obviously that's the last vehicle Summer had been in. Right? That's the last vehicle she had been put in. So of course they wanted to mess up everything. And that's also why Candus knows that, Candus watches, she watches missing children's movies and so forth, and missing children's cases, just like everybody else does. And we all know that, anytime you bring a large group of people in a house, it contaminates the whole crime scene. And what was Candus doing? She was trying to get Marlena. She contacted Marlena on June 15, 2021, that Summer was missing. She contacted Allie, Hunter, and all of them. She contacted Allie's mother, also, Sherry. She contacted all of these people, and her last straw, because none of them were coming, her last straw was to contact the church and get them up there, hoping to start messing up the crime scene a little more. I mean, if you ask me, law enforcement knows they're guilty because they done nothing but try to mess up the crime scene from the first seconds. The search dogs, and then the next set of search dogs coming in by giving them possibly something that Summer wasn't even wearing, and then trying to get all these people up there to stand around, be around, get in and around everything, right? So if you're not guilty, why are you doing everything not to find your child instead of everything to find your child? Why? Marlena, people, the same reason that no one else has talked much, right? The same reason nobody else has talked much. Because they don't want to, these people don't want to be, they don't want their whole family life out here. They don't want their family life, their to be destroyed like this. Why does Marlena want to come out here and, oh, I'm sure she's contacted law enforcement. I'm sure she's told law enforcement that, Candus needs to keep her mouth off of her, and whoever she's having come out here and try to accuse them of some dirtiness like this. I'm most positive she's talked to law enforcement. But Marlena ain't going to come out here and in the YouTube world and, and have her family put under a microscope and you always going to have haters out here. You're going to always have the haters no matter what you do. You're going to have the haters attacking you. Marlena don't want her family being attacked like that. And I don't blame her. Allie didn't want her family being attacked over all of this. I bet if Allie could go back, she wouldn't have had any. She'd have went in, shut her doors, turned out the lights, and locked him. Said, "Oh hell no, we ain't talking to nobody. Nobody. Law enforcement. That's it." I bet she would have because her family's been put through so much, right? Actually destroyed over all of this. And Fred Hill, I mean, this guy's getting looked at like possibly like some kind of old sicko, right? And look at Andy and Jody Sue and their son. They're getting looked at like a bunch of sickos. Oh, their son done something and they possibly covered it all up. These people don't deserve this. This is a stigma, man, that will stay on you forever and a day. Even when Summer's case is over, there's going to be people that doesn't know the truth, and they're going to still be giving Andy and them that funny look. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your family's going to forever be stigmatized by this. Forever. Right? I mean, Jody Sue's son, there's going to be always being whispers in the corner that people accused him of having something to do with a 5-year-old little girl missing. Fred Hill, the Light brothers, now Wayne Morlock, the Crawfords, this guy named Spider. All of these people are in the same boat because why? Dom Wells, Candus Wells, and Grandis put them there because they didn't want to focus on them. Oh, what the hell are you talking about? Not you, Grandma. Not you. I forget, you're just hiding like hell, hoping this all goes away and you don't end up in prison. Right? That's what you're doing, Granny.
Boys don't want to come home. So Candus has nothing else to.
Oh, the boys don't want to come home. Well, bitch, that ain't no news. We all know that. We heard that way back when. We heard that months ago. Like, you are so late. You are so late. That happened like not too long after they were took, right? That happened not too long after they were tooken. So, poof, be gone. Your breath is too strong, right? That's what she needs to do.
Lose, right? It's going to come out. Let me tell you the truth. It's coming out. You guys all watch. It's coming out. Candus lied about the timeline, and she was scared. But now she has nothing else to lose. And Don,
she has nothing else to lose. Oh, honey, I think she's got all to lose and nothing to gain. And that's the truth. That's the truth. If she don't have nothing to lose, why don't you go take that other lie detector test law enforcement's been asking her to take? How about that? How about that, cuz? Hey, cuz, how about that?
Guilt is eating them up alive, and they're coming out. They had nothing to do with this little baby going missing. It's not them. It's not them. And we think that these people honestly took Summer on mistake. It wasn't not the intended target. Marlena's daughter, Journey, was actually, that's why Marlena's freaking out. Summer was not the one that was supposed to be gone. It was supposed to be Journey. And everybody's like, oh, she was gone 2 to 3 minutes. No, she wasn't. She was gone 2 to 3 hours. And that's why. Hi.
Okay. Okay, see? Absolutely, Justin. I totally and I utterly agree with you. Absolutely. They would not want to do that to innocent people. If Summer really would have been truly missing, trust me, you would have seen a whole different two people in Candus and Don Wells and Grandma. I believe that all three of them would have been out here. You couldn't have shut them up. They would have talked. They wouldn't have had no problems telling everything and anything, because they truly know inside their bodies that they had nothing to do with it. But they're not out here because inside them they know the truth, and the truth is getting to them. It is, because they know what they done, and that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to have it. So, with that being said, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. The Wells are crazy. Hey, Valerie, I appreciate that. She says, cousin, my booty. I like that, girl. Hey, I appreciate the support for Summer's channel. God bless. God bless. What do you want to see? You want to see the cowbell? You want to see Pillbilly dance or Grandma shake it? What do you want to see? She ain't telling me. Okay, well, I tell you what. Why, I ain't played the cowbell tonight, so we're going to play it for you.
What? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Oh, thank you all. Thank you for that support. Absolutely. Positively. Oh boy, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Let me ring it. Oh boy. Thanks for all that support, y'all. Support my channel. All right. Do the Mrs. Daisy. Oh.
It's what?
That's me. I'm pushing buttons like crazy back here, right? I'm behind stage. Pushing buttons like crazy. Excuse me tonight, y'all. Like I said, I think I'm tired. Something's going on. Oh, she said you play anything you want, PG. Much love to you. I appreciate your support, hon. I appreciate your support. We gave you Miss Daisy. We gave you Miss Daisy tonight. That's the one I haven't played yet, so I'm gonna let them support. I'm gonna let them support Summer's channel whether they like it or not, right? They're using us. They're using us to support for their support. Square Garden t-shirts. They're trying to sell our merch. They're trying to sell our merch because nobody wants to buy theirs. Right? Nobody wants to buy theirs. They have to sell ours. Terrible. God, may God forgive them. But anyway, I told you guys the other night I was gonna bring out a book the storybook of my own. Right? When we was going over the one gentleman writing the book about summer. I absolutely loved, his thoughts. I love the way he thinks. And I have no problem with people writing a book. And he was only charging $5. And as rich as he was, I'm sure that money was going to be put towards charity or something, because he's a Christian man as well. But he got all kinds of hate on his back, and that was sad. That was sad. I'm sorry that happened. But I'm about to show the Wells a new book PG put together. It's a Once Upon a Time, folks. Once Upon a Time book right here. There you go. Here's the book. There was 3 brothers stayed at home that day, right? Some of them sleeping, some was awake. But it was nobody in, nobody out. 3 brothers at home. Well, what happened next? Granny got home, and the boys went out. They jumped up. The boys jumped up, and they ran outside to help Granny carry her milk and cheese into the house, didn't they? Grandma was home, and Mommy and sister had just arrived, and the boys actually came flying out to help Granny carry her milk and cheese in. Yeah. This was all going down about 3:30. Then Granny says, I got home and took a long winter's nap. Out on the lawn, there did not arose any clutters, and I did not bounce from my bed to see what was the matter. I do not move like a flash. I am used to sitting on my lazy ass. All right. There you go, y'all. There you go. And while the boys was helping Granny pack everything in, and of course Summer did too. But Summer went over to the house with her beautiful mommy, this beautiful, caring, loving mommy. And they went home, straightened things up a little, putting things away, right? They were putting things away. Got a sandwich, baked some cookies. Yeah, they was just busy, busy, busy. Oh, there you go. I'm actually making sure that there's bread and cakes and cookies. And oh yeah, let's not forget, they did some laundry. They did some laundry as well, right? Mm-hmm. This is a wonderful mommy. Cooks, cleans, bakes. Oh, and then Granny popped out. Right? She popped outside. All sunshine and flowers. And of course, the good daughter went running over to Mommy's house to make sure Mommy was okay, right? The good daughter went flying over to Mommy's house to see that she was okay. Now, why didn't Mommy ask any of the boys to watch sister while she was running to Granny's house? I don't know. But she ran to Granny's house to talk with Granny for a while. And her and Granny decided that they needed to plant some plants, right? They had some plants that needed in the ground immediately. So they decided that somebody needs to go get a little help to get the plants done. So the little wolf said to the big wolf, "Oh, I know exactly who we could get. We could sucker in to help him plant those plants." "Of course I do." "Well, honey, you go get her," said Big Granny Wolf, right? Mm-hmm. And then the little wolf put back on her kindness, and she went to the house, and she told the little girl, "Hey, Granny needs some flowers planted. Do you want to help?" "Oh, sure I do. Sure I do. Let's go get it done." And there they was at Granny's house, planting flowers, right? The big wolf, the little wolf, and the little girl. And then here Granny gives the little girl some candy. Ain't that such a sweet Granny to give the little girl some candy? Let's not forget that she got a piece of candy from Granny. Let us not forget that. For some reason, that piece of candy is super important. And nobody wants to forget it, right? I think if we could figure out what's so important about that piece of candy, we probably could bust this case wide open. And then Mommy takes the little girl back to the house. Well, of course, she takes her back to the house, holds her hand. I walked her all the way back home, about 10 steps over, and made sure she got inside. I walked her all 10 steps. Let me tell you, it was baby steps. If it would have been giant steps, Mother, may I? It would have been about 5. But it was 10 because it was baby steps. I don't want to make, the good mommy didn't want to make her daughter walk too fast. Right? So those 5 steps needed to turn into 10 because she's such a good mommy. The little girl wanted to play with her brothers. So she goes back to the house to play with their brothers. And then what happens after that? Mommy goes back to make sure she puts that big, giant, hard to twist and turn knee brace on Grandma. She wants to be a good daughter and take good care of her mommy. So she runs back over there to that big old golden pot of honey Grandma and helps her get that knee brace just right. It took all of about 2 minutes. And then the good mommy was right back on her way. And this time it only took 5 steps because it was only 2 minutes. And she walked right in and said, "Boys, where's your sister?" Ain't it funny how Mommy walked in the door and immediately missed the little bunny? Well, I see a little bunny back there behind Mommy. I see a little bunny back there behind Mommy hiding. And I got a feeling that little bunny back there hiding. Mommy knows exactly where it went. I really do. But she tells the boys, "Where's your sister?" "Well, behind your ass, Mommy. Can't you see her?" "Hmm? Right there behind your big butt." "Yeah." Of course, Mommy knows where sister is, but the boys didn't, because Mommy's big butt was in the way, and they didn't know what exactly had happened to their sister. But Mommy says, "Oh, she's gone. 2 minutes, she's gone. Right. Now I won't be able to read her the storybook, the tale of the two bad humans." Right. What happened? She's missing. Yeah. There must have been a big bad wolf looking through the bushes. I know it. I know it must have been a big bad wolf coming around. Where could they have been? Well, they could have had their head sticking out over there, or their head sticking out over here, or maybe their head was sticking out of one of the windows and I just didn't notice. But they had to be somewhere. Oh, how'd that get in there? Maybe it was the cabana of my banana. Who knows? Who knows? Might have been a banana eater, and she thought the little girl was banana, and she ate it. We don't know. Right? Or a tree trimmer. Oh, y'all, I think it was a tree trimmer. I think it was a tree trimmer. I'm telling you, I think they was a watching. I think they've been watching for all the time they've been up there. I mean, I didn't notice one tree being cut down, because I'm pretty sure instead of cutting down them trees, they were just a watching. Yeah. I don't think so. But y'all, they had to come up there to that door. They come up to that door. I think they did come up here. I think somebody was a watching our house, and when nobody was looking, they come right up there to that door. That's what I think. It was the big bad wolf. Let me in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow this door in. Yeah. And then we'll have to slide all the way down that hill in 2 minutes and get out of here. So make sure you don't scream, kick, fight, scratch, or anything, because you don't want to get hurt, and I don't want to get hurt either. So, and we got to do this quick. We got to do this real quick, like 2 minutes. We got to get the door open or blow it down, right? Or talk a child into opening it. Then we got to get down this hill. We got to get down this hill all in 2 minutes. Even Summer thinks that's funny, right? Even Summer would laugh. at the lies her mother and dad has been telling. Because she knows that ain't going to happen. She knows how steep that hill is. She knows better than to be opening doors for people she don't know. She knows Grandma was outside the whole time, seeing and hearing everything. She knows right where Mommy was too. Summer definitely knew everything. And Summer also, if you look at the church, the way she stayed with Robin, if you look at the church, the way she clung to Robin and looked at people, afraid of them, Summer wasn't going to no one that she didn't know. Up on that hill. Absolutely not. She was going to nobody that she did not know. A child does not disappear from inside of a home in 2 minutes. Candus Wells definitely, and Grandis know exactly where this little girl went. Even Ronnie Lawson said no signs of an abduction. None. Because they know that kind of stuff don't happen. A little 4-year-old boy went missing yesterday. They found him. Why? Because people just don't go missing around there. Children do not go missing in those parts. That place is too secluded. Too many dogs. Too many neighbors. Just too many. You just don't go up there and do things that they're trying to say somebody did. Nobody's going to do it. That's crazy. And Pruitt said if she would have wandered off, they would have found her. And I believe that too. They found the little boy, the 4-year-old little boy. They would have found Summer. They would have found her. So the only thing left on the table is foul play. It's foul play. Right there's your wolves. Right here are the wolves that was up on Ben Hill Road, June 15th, 2021, everybody. Right there is your wolves that were up there that day. Stalking. They're the ones that had their eye on this child. Those are the wolves that had that big eyeball on that child. Trust and believe that. And right there is, in my opinion, the wolf behind it all. Right there is the wolf behind it all. There you go. And law enforcement knows it as well. Law enforcement knows it as well, and they knew it early on. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe it. I'm going to tell you. So, that's our storybook. Right? That's our storybook. That's our storybook over here. Now, let's see how many people, Don, Candus, listen, get mad all you want. Get as mad as you want. Sorry to tell you, but anybody can put a storybook together. It's absolutely, positively legal. Absolutely, positively legal. And no, I'm not taking it down. That's our storybook. That's our opinion. And we have every damn right to have it. every damn right to have it. Just like the other man writing the book had every right to be writing it as well. He was writing a book from his perspective. It wasn't, it wasn't about Summer. It was about the case. It's about everything that, he went through during the time of following the case. That's all his personal, his personal thoughts, his personal opinions, and he had every right to put them in writing. Just like we had every right to put this together as well. Every right. And there's nothing wrong with it. But the Wells only have problems with it because why? It's the truth. It's the truth. That man told the truth. And this little book here is the truth as well, right? It's truth as well. The only damn wolves up there on Ben Hill Road is that wolf and them two wolves. And that's the truth. That's the truth, folks. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed, our book over here that we have put together for Summer Moon Utah Wells. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is what it is. I mean, I'd say that the other guy put a lot more, a lot more time into writing all of his down. I only had to write a little bit because I like picture shows, right? I like picture shows. What people hear, they might forget. What they see, they don't forget. When you put something visual in front of someone, it stays there. It stays there. Right? And that is why I try to put content into what you guys are able to not just hear but also see. Because in a case like this, it's very important. It's very important for Summer that we keep the focus on the right suspects, right? That we don't be ruining other people's lives. That we keep the focus where it needs to be. And right now, we got it on the right people. And that's where it needs to stay. Dawn, Candus, and Grandis. They fought like hell to keep it off of them. We fought like hell to get it on them. And we're not going to let that go. The only thing's going to bring Summer home is the truth. The only thing's going to get this little girl justice is the truth. And that the truth is what we got to seek. The truth is what we got to put out here. And the truth is what we got to hold on to with everything we got in order to help this little girl be found, brought home, and justice served on her behalf. And it's important to get that justice served so that this doesn't happen to another child. This does not happen to another child. Yeah, And the Wells are the type of people that go seek people with children. They actually seek people with children. And if people would do this once, they'd do it again. If they do something this evil, they definitely do it again. And if they don't got a child to do it to, then they'll find someone else's. Right? They'll find someone else's. So, with that being said, law enforcement really needs to get off their asses and get this case taken care of. And get, in my opinion, get Don, Candus, and Grandis in jail as soon as they possibly can. Because, you know, I understand, you know, they got children at that hotel room, and we heard Donald verbally abusing it, threatened to physically abuse it. We don't want no more kids coming up missing. We don't need no more kids being abused in the care of Candus and Don Wells either. We see how they did the first kids. Don and Candus Wells do not care. They have no feelings for no one but themselves. Trust and believe that. No feelings for no one but themselves. They got some serious fucking mental issues. They got some serious drug and alcohol dependencies. And I'm going to be perfectly honest. I'm not going to blame what they do on the alcohol and drug dependency, because there's a lot of people that have that, and they love their children. They wouldn't let you look sideways. They would hurt you if you look sideways at their child. I mean, people, you know, people have, believe it or not, even people with dependencies, they have morals. They have, you know, they have a line that, you know, a line that they don't cross. The Wells do not have a line that they won't cross. They don't have that. It's not, you know, the substance abuse or anything. It's them. It's them. Even if they didn't have any substance abuse issues, they still would do what they're doing. That's what I'm trying to say. They're just evil people. They're just really fucking evil humans that are selfish, self-centered, and for some reason just are numb to loving, caring, or having any type of feelings about anyone else. Right? Ronald said, what? Miss Daisy said, forgive her money. She will protect me from her own mods. Does that sound like a dictator? Yeah, yeah. Wow. It's, I don't know, Ronald. I think I'd be careful if I'm you. What's your question, Lisa? What's your question, hon? You know, it is open panel here every night. Every night. Anyone that's like to come up, you are always welcome upon panel. I'm waiting on Lisa's question. I haven't seen it. Absolutely. I agree, Valerie. Absolutely. I agree. And I can't blame you. I can't blame you because, you know, I've had my ups and downs with Ronnie as well, right? I've had my ups and downs with him, but I've got to keep faith for Summer's sake. I've got to keep faith, mostly in God, right? Mostly in God. But I know God can move mountains. I know what God can do. And I know what God, can do if people just have the faith in God that He will do it. And I truly believe that, if I keep faith in God that He will lead Ronnie Lawson to doing what needs to be done for Summer Moon Utah Wells case, then it will be done. And I can't lose that. I can't lose that. And I don't suggest anyone else do, lose it either. Ronnie's just a man. He's just a human, just like us. And without God, he can't get nothing done as well. Right? It just is what it is. Gracie says, Burger in America, think I will go summer day and tell everybody I am you. I am way older than you, but can give them a new pic to put out. There you go, Gracie. There you go, girl. Absolutely. We'll add it to our collection. There's a lot of them too, right? A lot of pictures, a lot of names. I gotta actually check my identity once in a while. I get confused. Like, who am I? Right? Who am I? Sometimes I think I could actually go to the hospital and say, who are you? I don't know. Right? I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I've been so many people. I don't know who I am anymore. Right? Yeah, she'd be like, I know that is PG because she looks better than Robin. Old clip, old chip dip head. Yeah, old chip dip head. You know, if you took note, if you take note, they don't ever put out anybody, they don't ever put out anybody middle aged and beautiful, right? They don't ever put anybody out that, that's between, you know, between 40 and 50. No, they don't put nobody out that, is younger and actually, actually pretty. They put out like these, like super, super old people, people with potato chip bodies, and it's crazy. It's crazy. And, I don't know. Yeah, it's like they don't ever put out a picture of Marilyn Monroe, right? Oh, Crazy Daisy put out a picture of Mother Teresa, but not Marilyn Monroe. Absolutely not, right? That old lady's insane. And then and then they give me this really nice freaking home that's a museum, right? Some freaking museum. A big ass house that's a museum. Right? That was hilarious. That's funny shit right there. I was like, wow. Is that my mirror? Is that my table? Whoa. Is that all my stuff? Right? Wow, PG. PG's got it going on. PG got it going on, man. Shit. I mean, if I could have all that stuff, shit, I'll be the lady in the mirror. Right? Yeah. Give me all that shit. I'll be the lady in the mirror. That was nice. Shit was nice, right? That was absolutely beautiful. I was like, wow. I have to get her on the ground. And I got her. You are hilarious, Gracie. I love Gracie. She is absolutely amazing. You are absolutely funny. She's going cow tipping. Gracie's gonna go cow tipping. Get her in a headlock. Right? Get her in a headlock and give her a noogie. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Yeah, that is so true. Oh, crap. That is hilarious. Cow tipping is fun. Yeah, yeah. I got a penthouse up in Daisy's head, right? I'm living in that penthouse, that big ass It's a mansion, man, up in that big old head. I got a mansion. I got a mansion up in there. I'd be stomping, right? I'm stomping in there. I ain't walking, I stomp. I'd be stomping around Miss Daisy's head. That's funny stuff. She's had a few roos loose. The top padlock. Oh, God. Yeah, she does. She does think about PG all the time. I don't even know why. I don't know why. Hey, Night Owl, how you doing, sweetie? God bless. God bless. Yeah, she man, the other night I didn't even go on. I didn't even go on the other night, and man, they were going mayhem, right? They're going mayhem on Jinkies talking about PG. I'm like, really? And then when my daughter was going through, had to go through the surgery and everything, oh my gosh, it's like, come on, all they did is talk, like constantly bashing the hell out of me, you know? It's like, man, I'm already going through all of this and I got to listen to all of that. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's gross, Susanne. that is nasty. That is nasty. I try to keep it real. I really do for summer. I actually try to keep it real. But I think that, I think that Daisy is like wanting to do what she feels the Wells want her to do, and I know what the Wells want people to do. They want you to attack. They talk about people and they want you to attack those people for them. And, um, and I think that, I think that's what she's doing. I think that, she thinks that Candus and Donald want her attacking me and attacking, Justice and attacking everybody that's actually for summer. So that's what they're doing, right? That's what they're doing. Um, you know, they're they're doing evil, right? They're doing evil, but it's their choice to make. It's their choice to make, right? If that's their choice, then so be it, right? So be it. It's like, they tried to lie and say that I said Don and Candace Wells were selling their home for 175,000. No, I did not say that. I said, and right here it is, right here. I said their home is estimated home value 175,000. That is the guesstimate, the estimate guesstimate. I mean, it might not even be worth that, right? It may not even be worth that. And usually this guesstimate is a lot higher in real estate than the property's actually worth. Right? If they say 175, then it's probably worth mm, I say more likely it's worth, and this is just, off the top of my head, but I say 125, 135. I think that's about the most they're going to get out of it. Because, they always try to, the realtors sites always try to hype it up to be more than what it is. And they usually do that by 40 to 50 grand, hoping some sucker bites. Well, good luck on that one. Um, I say good luck on that. Absolutely. Um, Parents who have children are supposed to love and they are supposed to protect them. Absolutely. Um, that's true. That's absolutely true. And her minds are all trying to gang up on you, Ronald. They don't know I'm really Chuck Norris. That is hilarious. I love it. I love that. Oh shit. Ronald, you are you are hilarious. Um, I'm trying to read the chat. I really am, but I wouldn't give 20,000 for it. Yeah. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't take it if they gave it to me. And that's the truth. That is the truth. In her business, I'd say it's almost time to close the doors on it. She has lost interest. And yeah, I agree with you, Holler Boy. Absolutely, I agree with you. You know, she got a bunch of them. Um, you know, the government was giving people small, especially small businesses, a lot of, a lot of kickback, right? And I think she was, hanging on to see if she could get any more of that. But that's just like over, because the C word is said and done, right? It's said and done. Um, you know, and personally, I hope our country don't ever have to go through anything like that again. But we are recovering from it. We are recovering from it. We absolutely, we absolutely all work together, right? We all work together to help one another during that time. I mean, a lot of us made masks and gave them away when there was none, right? We were all sewing them together and doing what we could to make it work. And God bless, our country. When we have to come together, we do, and that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. But thank God that we're at the tail end of it. Um, we're getting back to normal now, and hopefully we don't ever have to go through something like that again. Or if we did, we'd be more well prepared for it. I hope. I hope in the future we're way more prepared for it. Night Owl says, I wish we could all chip in and buy it and dig the whole thing up. We wouldn't have to, Night Owl. We wouldn't have to. If we all chipped in and bought it, we would just get a lumber. They have lumber mills that come out, and they would actually do the job for us and give us money, right? They pay us for all them damn trees and and they would dig it all up for us. Trust me, if Summer was there, they'd find her. They'd definitely find her. That house needs to be torn down. Absolutely. The house is the only thing you got there is land. Everything else has to go. It's unlivable. That is absolutely unlivable. You cannot live in that house. No. You'd have to totally destroy all of that and start anew. That is absolutely true. And it's just not worth it. I mean, you're in the middle of nowhere, right? And not only in the middle of nowhere, but you're also in the middle of some really undesirable human beings. So, absolutely not. Nope. The Wells land is just too tainted, if you ask me. It's way too tainted. Too many people, too many undesirable people you know, have been invited there, and that alone makes it too unsafe for anyone to really ever feel safe living there again. I don't think Jody Sue would want it. I really don't. You know, Jody Sue carries on about all that land stuff, because that's really all those people, you know, that's really all those people have to. Come on, we got to face the truth. That is a boring fucking place, right? That place is boring. And what else are you going to talk about? Land, the weather. I mean, these are things they talk about, because what else they got to talk about? I mean, there's no big mall to talk about. There's, you know, no super nice big furniture stores around there. There's no great restaurants. Like, you're living in Timbuk freaking 2, right? What the hell you got to talk about? I mean, these are people who talk about their bunions on their foot, and you know, oh, I haven't got to get to do my hair in a few days because I've been so busy. It take you a day to get to the beauty parlor. Right? They have nothing to really talk about. People, you know, they just live way too far away from everything. So, exactly. You know, most people live in a community where, you know, you talk about a lot of things, right? You talk about, you know, all the different nurseries where, you know, you can shop and get good deals to put, you know, beautiful plants and stuff in your yard, right? You talk about, you know, different, you know, the new colors for 2023 that came out this year. How, you know, it would look beautiful in your kitchen, or it would look beautiful in your dining area, or, you know, the new flooring that's coming out. You talk about, you know, a lot of things. There's just like a lot of things to talk about, right? The mall, and the sales going on at the mall, or different stores, or, you know, nice new places that just went in around the area to dine at. And you know, um, you talk about golfing, you talk about, you know, tennis, you talk about, you know, swimming, you talk about all kinds of things. I mean, there's always tons of things going on, right? Constantly tons of things going on. You talk about the concerts and the people coming, you know, to your state that you can possibly get tickets and go see. Um, just when you live city. When you live city, you're living the life. There's just so much to do, right? And you always have people to talk to, because you have so many neighbors and so many people. PG, what are you talking about? They have the best cactuses in America. Yeah, they do. Molly, yeah. And Tennessee's a cactus state. I thought that was somewhere out in the desert, but I guess it's right there on Ben Hill Road. Right there on Ben Hill Road. Gonna have to, everybody gonna have to go up there just to buy themselves a cactus, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I think they're free. I think they're free at Warriors Park, where Grandis gets hers, right? That's where Grandis gets hers. You can get a lot of other pretty plants there too, I heard. Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know either. Icebox melons are so cute and sweet. Hmm. Yeah. That Mullins is a weirdo. That Tim Mullins. I'm gonna tell you something. I I followed him around for a while to get the. I followed him around for a while to to try to get to understand what kind of human he is, and he's a real freak. Trust me, a real freak. Um, I don't think he's military. I don't Mullins. He don't strike me as being military. He strikes me as he's definitely eccentric, right? Um, with this super creepy twist. Um, David Dotson. Um, he was a little, you know, he was a little bit. He's a little bit strange, but nothing. I'm saying he's not in left field. Tim Mullins is way out in left field. Trust me. And Dotson just, tries to. Dotson really just tries to fit in, right? He tries to appease people. He kind of acts. He kind of acts however other people are acting. So, I mean, that's what I have gathered from him, from watching him. Observation. That's where he's not a leader. He gets led. That's what I'm saying. Oh, that Tim Mullins. Now that's one that adventures out on his own, and that's creepy. That's creepy. He definitely adventures out on his own, and you can tell he's got motivation and motive when he's out there too, which is kind of creepy. We're trying to get him into a clinical trial. They're not giving Tim Mullins anything. The Wells are not giving Tim Mullins or anyone else anything. I trust me. Trust me, they're not. Absolutely not. Yeah, he's the one that Don said was his best friend. Absolutely. He's the one that Don said. Did somebody try to come up? I don't know. I think I seen somebody. But anyway, um, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to let everybody get some rest. Tomorrow is Friday, right? We'll wake up to Friday morning. And God bless Friday. Because we got the weekend coming in. So, and we all want to enjoy our weekend, right? We're going to all enjoy our weekend. Absolutely. So I know I'm spending the weekend with my kids and my family. And I hope each and every one of you take time this weekend to out to spend some time with your family as well. It's important. It's important to, it's important to keep everything maintenance. I know. Trust me. I am like a super freak when it comes to keeping everything maintenance. But we must, we must remember it's even more important to spend time with the people we love around us. To take time to let them know how much we love them, how much we care about them. I know that people know that you love them because of all you do for them, but sometimes it's good to hear it. So don't be afraid to say, hey, I love you. You know that, right? Give the people you love a hug. Let them know you care. Break the chain. Break the chain. Nothing wrong with saying it. If you mean it, nothing wrong with saying it. So, I hope you guys spend time with your family this weekend. I know I'm going to be spending time with mine. And I'm going to say good night as I ask every night. Please, please, please keep those prayers going up for summer. Please keep the prayers going up. From your lips to God's ears, I know He is hearing our prayers. I know God is listening through Jesus Christ. He hears us. He hears us. Let God know that we are not only praying for this baby, but with faith believing that He is going to give us the answers we need to bring Summer home, to get justice for her. And God will do that. He will do that His own way, maybe through law enforcement, maybe through some human just wandering around the right spot where Summer's at. Or maybe He'll put it on one of the evil people to just come out and tell. And they will. I don't know how God's going to get it done, but I know that if we pray hard enough and we have faith that He will, He will. Ask, and you shall receive. So please keep the prayers going up for this little girl. Keep them going up for one another. I see a lot of people needing prayer. So keep them going up for one another as well. No, PG's always praying for everybody. I don't know what everybody needs, but God does. Right? God does. And in the name of Jesus, I pray that whatever those needs are, that God answers all of our prayers. So I'm going to say good night, everybody. God bless. Much love.